So when I'm writing a game, uh, these guys are the people that I'm considering. They're my audience. I can't play the game without them, and they can't play without me. We're both necessary for this thing, for this process. And when you're writing from the game master perspective, you have to think about plot, but you also have to think about players and how the players will react and how they will enjoy a game. You can't just, you know, create. There's a thing called railroading, and I know people who are very big on this. They do this all the time, and no player likes it. Um, a lot of times, what they'll do is they create these big, complex plots that the player has to do exactly the right thing in order to do anything. And if they don't start doing that exact right thing, then nothing gets done, and there's absolutely nothing other than the way they do it, and that's not fun. It takes away protagonist interaction because you have to remember that they are the protagonist, and if the protagonist can't do anything, what's the point? I know people who like writing these great villains and all that, and I had a lot of fun playing a villain. I made this guy Bareth who was just chaotic and he just wanted to watch the world burn. But at the same time, he didn't show up all that often. That's one of the keys. The more powerful the villain is, the less he can show up. And Jet, I'm looking at you. Uh, the so when I'm writing a game, I always have to think about this. I can't just force the protagonist through, and it's a different way of looking at things because you're looking at things that you can't control. And from a writer who just who usually makes up the whole story, that is a lot to ask for. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun.